Recently, Microsoft released a new Power Automate integration with Power BI, which means you can bring your Power Automate flows within your Power BI reports and trigger a Power Automate flow from within your report. I think that's pretty cool. And today we're going to take a look at that. So stick around, give it a thumbs up if you like the video, and make sure to subscribe. So as you can see here, I have downloaded a sample data Excel file from the Microsoft page. And I've been using this for a couple of videos now, so you should be familiar with it already. And it's just a basic data, sales data for different countries, for different markets, and with different currency columns, and also some date columns. So I have recreated the structure of this Excel spreadsheet in a SharePoint List. So the scenario will be, we will use the Excel file as a data source. We will connect that data source to our Power BI desktop client, and the flow will be triggered from desktop, from the Power BI service maybe also, but from the report inside. And we'll get the data that we pass to it from this Excel spreadsheet and bring it into the SharePoint list. So let's jump to Power BI and connect real quick to that Excel file. Select Excel, connect. There it is. I'll open it. And that's my table. I will not do any transformation since this video is not about transforming the data. It's just about passing the data from Power BI to our SharePoint list using Power Automate. So I will select load.
A few moments later.
And now my data is in Power BI, as you can see here on the right-hand side. I can go and create one or two visualizations just to showcase what's inside. I will create a column chart, and I will bring country and sales to visualize the sales by country. As you can see here, United States, a couple of millions, Canada, France, Germany, Mexico, and so on. So what I'm going to do next is I want to put a slicer so that I can filter the data I want to pass to Power Automate based on this slicer. And since we're using here sales and country, I will use country as a filter. So in this case, I can select which country I want to filter on. And then after triggering the flow, the data that has been filtered will pass through my Power Automate flow. So next, you need to download your Power Automate visual from the Power BI marketplace. I've already done it, but I can remove it and we can do that again. So what you need to do is go to get more visuals. And here in the marketplace, you can select Power Automate. And there it is. Select add, and this will add it in here. And make sure that you select Pin to Visualizations pane. Otherwise, next time you open Power BI, it will not be there anymore. So next you need to select it. And that will bring a tile into your Power BI canvas. And here you can already see the steps you need to take so that you can create your Power Automate flow. You have to add the data, so that you have to drag the fields you need into the Add Data Fields section here on the right-hand side. Then set up your flow. Then you have to apply and share your flow so that it can be used from yourself, of course, and also other people. And you have to format your button so that it looks a little bit nicer. You don't have to, but you should. You will see in a second. So first step, drag the fields needed for your flow. So we are using here sales by country. So I imagine when I will, in my scenario, when I will select the button, I want the sales and country data to pass through to my SharePoint list. For that reason, I will select country and sales for my Power Automate fields. So now that the data has been connected to the Power Automate tile, next step is to set up your flow. And it says here, select edit in the more options. So we go here, select edit, and this will open the Power Automate editor we are familiar with in our Power BI canvas, which is pretty cool, right? And as you can see here, you can select new. You can either start from a template or start a blank one, insert cloud flow. Obviously, you can only start an insert cloud flow since that's going to be a button. Here at the bottom, we can see a couple of templates like update an Excel table from Power BI. We are already using an Excel table for our data source in my scenario, but you can still use another Excel table to bring from one Excel table data to another one, if that makes sense for you. You can send that data that you filter and you select with the button into a Microsoft Teams message and post it in a channel, for example. Or you can do what we are planning to do and select the SharePoint list you want to bring that data. But you can also create a task from that information. So in my case, I will select create an item for a SharePoint list from Power BI. This will now connect with my account to the needed connectors. It has connected. Now I need to continue. So there we are. We have on Power BI button clicked as the first step, because here is where the data is going to come. Next, the data will be passed to SharePoint, and for that reason we need to select the SharePoint site where the data needs to go to, and the SharePoint list with a pre-created structure, of course. So here, as you can see, this is my SharePoint list. We have here country and sales. So for country, I need to pass the country data, and when you select the field, you see here on the right-hand side the possible options that you have coming from Power BI. You always have user ID, username, email, and the timestamp. So for these four, you don't need to parse any data here, because this data is already in Power BI when you log in. The data that we are actively passing to Flow is Power BI data country and data sales. So since we are in the country field, I will select country, and this will create an apply to each, because we might have multiple countries. So Power Automate already knows that and creates an apply to each loop so that it can create multiple items for each country. Next, you'll have to open that again, and I will put here the sales information that will pass through. And that's it. My flow is ready. All I have to do is save it, and after it's saved, I can go back. And here it says apply. If you don't apply it, the flow is created, but it's not activated, which means you cannot use it on your report. So make sure that you select apply, and this will prompt you with this green, you successfully applied information. Now you can go back to your report. And as you can see, your button is huge because the tile was very big. And that's what they meant with format your button. So we'll just bring it somewhere here. You might make it smaller, bigger, whatever you want. But now we are going to use it. So let's try it out. So as you can see here in my SharePoint list, this is empty. And I also want to refresh the Power Automate website, the creator website, and make sure that I have my newly created flow here so that I can check the runs. So back to our Power BI report, I have here all the countries and their sales. So I will not filter yet. I just want to try how the data gets passed as it is. So I will hold on Control, select Run Flow. It says it's been triggered and that it has been triggered. So now if I go back to Power Automate and refresh the runs, it says 7 seconds ago succeeded. And back to my SharePoint list, as you can see, these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 countries that I have in my report here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And since we only passed the country names and the sales, that's also everything we can see. But of course, you can pass here more information so that you can fill these columns up with the information you have. Next, I want to try to filter on the report on my Power BI dashboard and then trigger the flow. For that, I will delete the entries that I just created so that it's easier to distinguish the new entries. Back to my report, I will select here France. And as you can see, my report here has been filtered. The visual is only showing France and its sales. So now if I hold Control and trigger the flow, it says it has been triggered. Back to Power Automate. I refresh it. It has run successfully. And in my SharePoint list, as you can see already, didn't even need to refresh, France is in there with the sales. So as you can see, there are many possibilities with this new functionality in Power BI. Imagine you can create multiple buttons that do different stuff and bring data into different places based on the filters or based on the visuals that you are showing on your screen. Or maybe send a notification or trigger a refresh to the data set from your reports, so you don't have to make those automatic refreshes. Yeah, so that's it with the video for today. I hope you liked it. If you did so, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Catch you on the next one.